So I've been processing some of this tongue and groove flooring that I'm going to use, and I know that it's probably not going to be enough square footage to cover the loft inside there. So I'm going to have to get a little creative in using some of this other wood, maybe a third of it up in front. I'll use some different wood, but I did want to use this because it's on the other side. Once you get it cleaned up, it'll just be really good looking wood, and from the bottom floor looking up on this, it'll look really nice. So that's why I wanted to use it. So as I lay it out, I get a good idea of what kind of square footage it's going to cover. I'll get a rough square footage here, but you can see that I haven't saved these little guys because you never know if you just need one little piece left. So this is genuine barn wood, so you're going to get bird poop, wood worms or something, I don't know. You see a lot of little holes in it from bugs. So I'm going to go over it with some Lysol cleaner just to take care of all that, get it really clean. It may not look like much, but I have a lot of confidence that once it's down, once it's installed, you'll be squealing with joy. I'm going to show you really quick what my thought process is with this thing. So I'm just basically trying to replace this OSB for the flooring up there, and so I'm just thinking of ideas of how to reduce my the coverage. So what I mean is I wanted to make like kind of a trapdoor right here, and that's for being able to put up bigger items like a water tank or a mattress or a bean bag or any pads or just carpet, I don't know, just anything that's not going to fit through this hole. I kind of got a rough measurement of this, very rough, but it's going to come super close. So I might be able to do most of it with this, hopefully. It's already looking a lot better with just one pass washing it. I'm also going to debating back and forth if I want to lay carpet over this. Once it's up there, I'll make that decision later, because all those little holes from over time, the bugs getting in there, I don't know if I'm going to like that or not, but we'll figure that out. We'll see how it works. But the bottom side is the part that I was wanting the most anyway, so that's going to be the cleanest stuff. Get this flipped around. Guess this is what it'll look like if it's stained. A little water on that bottom side. Yeah, that's gonna look super awesome. There's the bottom side of that wood. It looks a lot better. Alright, I have them all trimmed up, and obviously they're all going to be different lengths. So that's my challenge here, and I had to figure out a way. Hopefully this makes sense. So I had to figure out a way to utilize all the various lengths of the board without having to take too long measuring each one to see if it'll fit in the next slot. So I had to think about it, and I think I'm just going to put them most of the boards up there and just kind of piece it together, kind of like Tetris or like a puzzle, and then just kind of work it all the way across and just get as far as I can this way. I got the first one on there, and I'm gonna have to dig around and find something that spans across that, and if it's a little extra I have to cut that off. So there's like 2 or 3 steps just to get the next one on there. So I'll show you what I've got so far. I was concerned about a couple things, but I got it all fit as the best I could. One of the concerns I have was this tone of stain that I had was not the same as this, so I was worried that it wasn't gonna blend in there that well. But I think it does well, because this wood has kind of a two-tone in it, some darker, some lighter parts of it, and so I think it matches pretty good. The rest of it too as a whole, so I like that. And the other concern was I wasn't going to be able to get it completely covered, but did some calculation and estimates of how much material I had, and I figured I could at least get that much covered if I cut off the pieces left over. And then this part I'm going to have as the trapdoor, so I can get like mattresses or materials or whatever up there. So it's working out pretty good. I'll show you the top. So it's fitting pretty good. I could leave it like this. I could clean it up and then probably just kind of leave it, finish it or something, I don't know. But I wanted to put down carpet. That was my desire. I just wanted this place to be super comfortable. I want to put a screen TV up there and just have this kind of be a little entertainment area / sleeping. I just didn't like the tons of little wormholes in it. I don't know, it's just, I don't like it. So I wanted a carpet anyway, so I didn't get quite to the side there, you can see, even on that side. But I figure I'm going to put some trim there, or an extra piece of wood to cover it all, and that will take care of that. And that very last piece over there was one that would just barely fit on there, but I was able to cover it. So for this piece here, I've been struggling to figure out how to make this work, because it needs to be at least 3/4 inch thick and big enough for that hole, and I don't want to use that, and this is too small of a piece. So I've dug around on my stuff and I found this subfloor that was in the kitchen area of the main house. Looks like a porcupine, but this is big enough and it's thick enough, so it'll work. Just gotta do a little bit of work to get the nails out. I got all the nails out. I'm in the middle of cutting it. It was kind of a pain in the butt, but it wasn't as bad as I was thinking. I'll show you what I'm thinking here. I didn't want to do it all in one piece because I needed to. I'll show you. To think ahead a little bit, because if it was all one piece, then it's going to hit the side on that ceiling part. So I knew I needed to make it just the middle part or in sections, so that's what I'm doing. Alright, so I got a couple pieces up there. This is what I generally had in mind. I was careful to try to make it look like the other wood as much as I could, and the grain going the same way and stuff like that. So even though they're two completely different types of wood, you probably wouldn't notice it. So I still have yet to stain it too, so it'll look even better. Just working on putting some finish on these last pieces. Just want to mention that if you've never worked with wood before and you're not that confident, I mean, it's amazing just what a little bit of staining, seal, polyurethane will do. Just getting a smooth edge, smooth surface, and then staining it. I mean, it's so amazing what it looks like. And I remember a comment a while back mentioning that I'm good with working with wood, and I'm just like, you know, all of this stuff, like the stairs up here, basically I just get it just smooth sanded and I just stain it, and then maybe put a polyurethane or something to get it kind of a finished look on it. And there's nothing to it. It's so easy, and you get it looking so good with just a simple concept. And so my confidence was boosted after I started doing this stuff. And I just kind of I found this sealant, wood sealant for floors. It's a tung oil product for wood floors and woodwork. I mean, there's someone giving away this stuff. It's like, here, I have extra stuff, just take it. And it's so easy to do, and you just see the difference here. So I'm converting my brother into extreme budget.
Yeah. I'm converted.
So he's making a chicken coop. Maybe I'll get some footage of that later, but he's taking some of the barn wood that I got a lot of that for him because I knew he was doing it, and whatever else he's gonna take.
Yep, we got this other chicken coop from our neighbor, and it was crap. It was really thin. It's like they bought it from a outdoor store, and we thought it was like, oh, well, that's a really good deal. And we got it a year later. The thing is just falling apart like crazy. So might as well go get some extreme budget farming supplies.
This is the supply store. The extreme budget. Oh, here's the rest of your stuff there. So Joe has a streaming service for kids if you wanted to check it out. I'll put the link down below. Basically, it's type of videos that will show them activities that'll want them to go outside and experience them. So, and that's what he's been working on. But maybe I'll share some other dumb little videos that we've done in the past. Anyways, yeah, this is looking good. Just this one gap to fill in after the stain dries. I'll get this shot before it gets too dark out there. I finally got everything filled in and kind of tacked down basically, but I still got my hinges to put on there, but I can kind of demonstrate so there'll be hinges, and I'll just go pop right up. Both of these pieces will go up like that. So there you go. And I like to have an extra escape. I'm gonna actually put a door up there for another back escape. I just couldn't bear the thought of, like, this is the only way out. So I like to at least make two ways out, just in case. I mean, I don't know. Well, I might have a little wood burning stove here, and if it's just catches on fire and you can't get out, God forbid, but that will be kind of an escape that way. It's not perfect. It doesn't match exactly. I know I've showed this up here before, but kind of nice to see. I finally have this upstairs. I'm starting to work on my railing slash thing to keep people from falling this way, slipping down or whatever. So I just had to figure out what I had in my inventory, and these are just old gas pipes, water pipes, stuff like that. And the biggest thing that I had to find was these things to attach on the side. Finally found some, whole box of them for like $1 at the Retail Rebel. So I have plenty of that. Just had to get an adapter to fit this pipe, but now I finally have my materials to work with. So I kind of have to just be inventive. I kind of have a general idea what I want to do. I'll have to get it to that point before I describe it. Got my first little piece here. It's amazing how simple this is, but it just takes a lot of thought and stuff. But these are the cool little moments when something starts coming together. Somehow I've pictured it for months. It'll go like that, and then I'll have a little T intersection that'll T connector will go up there somewhere. Kind of have it attached a little bit, but I'm going to get the rest of the screws in there. But I just wanted to show that this is what it looks like. Essentially, this is what I had pictured in mind. I did have just one little crossbar going that way, and then it went straight up. So it was more like a Y instead of an H. But I wanted to attach that because I usually, when I'm doing something that I haven't done before, I try to think overkill on it, so it'll kind of compensate for that learning curve. So I could just be sure that this thing is gonna hold a 400-pound person, even though a 400-pound person is not going to be climbing up there, but at least I know it could. So I'd say this is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's not incredibly difficult. It's just finding the different sizes of pipe that are gonna reach to the different mounts. So I had to be a little flexible on the design of it. But I was able to make it work. Trial and error, that's all it is.